So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Magic Lumi foundation by L'Oreal and I'm going to pat it in. I'm also going to mix that Chanel foundation you saw in the beginning. These are my two tannest foundations that I own, just so I can have more of her complexion. I'm not trying to change myself into that complexion at all. I'm just trying to have it a little bit more similar because I do have a very pale complexion and I just don't think it would look right if I didn't tan myself a little bit. So I am patting this foundation in. I love it. This is my first time ever using it and I really loved it. It's just like 2 shades darker than my skin tone, so it really gave me a nice tan. And I also ran this down my neck. Then once I put that foundation on, I'm just going to pat in the other Chanel one because it's really dark. And as you can see, it really smoothed my face. I mean, it looks like I smoothed it, but I really didn't. I don't even know how to do that. But anyways, it really looks like my face is just airbrushed right now. And I mean, lighting always helps, but when I went outside and looked in the mirror after this makeup was done, my face, it literally looked airbrushed. So I just think that these two foundations mixed together are really good. Plus Chanel is a very pricey foundation, so it better give you that effect. But if you are doing any type of costume type of look, I really recommend wearing a more expensive foundation, but the Lumi foundation on its own is very full coverage and makes you look flawless. So I didn't think I needed concealer anymore because my foundation application came out very airbrushed. So I'm just using the Maybelline, I don't know if it's matte powder, well every powder is matte, right? The Maybelline Fit Me Powder, and I am patting that into my skin just so I can have a matte face. Then I'm taking the Saharan blush palette right here, and I'm taking this tan color, and I'm also going to take a pink color, and I'm going to mix those two together because she does have very blushing cheeks. Now this look, you will see eventually that it's not as wearable as my everyday Disney, the other kinds. Like you can definitely wear this every day if you want, but it's definitely more on the heavy side, so it's not as natural. But I just felt like Jasmine is, you have to go a little bit more glam with her, so that's why I decided to do more of a glam look. But it's still everyday Disney, it's still easy to achieve, it's not insanely hard, you're not contouring, you're not adding all this highlight and all this tons of stuff to your face. So I just tried to keep it as simple as possible but glam at the same time. Also, I decided to do something different and I'll tell you about that right now, but I'm going to take this shade right here from the Kylie palette and it's just a red shade. I decided to go for a red smoky eye with her just because I'll tell you right now. As you can tell, I do have contacts in, and if you are a huge Disney lover, you will notice that a lot of the times, or in the movies, Jasmine, she has brown eyes, or like a light brown. She doesn't have like these hazily color eyes, but I'll get to that in a minute. But right now I'm taking Desert Stand from the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm just going to buff that color underneath my brow bone and diffuse that reddish coppery shade in a minute. And I'm also taking these two colors right here, Amber and Guo. I don't know how to say that, but I'm going to take Amber first and place that right over that Kylie eyeshadow. And then with that darker color, you're just going to see me kind of blend it into that. So I'm not going to make it heavy or anything. I'm just blending it so my eyeshadow looks a little bit darker. But anyways, what I was saying is I decided to put some hazel contacts in because I watch a lot of Bollywood. Like I'm a huge Bollywood buff. Like I'm obsessed with Bollywood. I really am. I know Jasmine is not supposed to be Indian. I know that. But I get so inspired by the way they do their makeup in Bollywood and the actresses that before I came up with a Jasmine look, I wanted to do something a little bit more original that wasn't already done. If you look at Jasmine tutorials online, you'll see someone doing something with teal or usually gold or something bronzy. So I decided to pull something like this, which is a coppery smoky eye. And right now, after I did that winged eyeliner, I'm just taking a little bit of black and I'm going to kind of buff it out and make it really smoky. So I see this a lot on Bollywood actresses, and I know that Jasmine is not Indian and it's kind of like a made-up place for her, but we know for a fact that she is of a Middle Eastern type of heritage. So I decided to make this my own twist by making it very smoky and adding black on the waterline and smoking it out and extending it in the inner corner of the eye. Now I don't see a lot of people doing this or adding these types of contacts, so I just thought that it really made it my own and unique. And if you, like I was saying, that Bollywood really inspired me for this, even though Jasmine is not an Indian princess at all. I just got inspired by it. So I'm not trying to appropriate anything at all, but I just got inspired by that and decided to, that's how I wanted to make this look. So then I just popped on some eyelashes and we will be done in a minute. So the lips I decided to go for was Soar by MAC and then the color Cream Cup to have an ombre effect. And that's basically it. If you take the contacts out, it would look a lot more like Jasmine too, but I've seen a lot of artistic drawings of her and people's own versions of her, and sometimes she has hazel eyes. So that's why I went for it. But if you want to keep the brown eyes, you totally can. I just thought that it really made it my own in a certain type of way. So I hope you guys enjoyed the way I did my Jasmine and took it on. It took me a while because I really wanted to figure out how I wanted to do this without making it another thing that you guys have already seen many times. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know which princess you want to see next. I love you guys so much and I'm really happy that I did this. Okay, bye.